Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Baldur's Gate 3, The Misadventures of Rios Chillax.
Time to press ahead.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
That wouldn't be training so much as just actually doing the thing.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Don't push it, kid. If you see trouble, then run. Only fight if you have to.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
Honestly, I would suggest go for the leg, so that they can't chase you.
I think you've inspired them enough today.
I haven't inspired them at all today.
Step, parry, step, and swing. Yes!
Alright, he seems to be making progress. That's good.
We're cornered in this place. Even the bloody druids look like they might turn on us.
Yeah, they probably will. From what I've seen.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
You should all stay. A single blade could make the difference.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
There are lots of children here.
Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Swing, parry,
Depends.
swing.
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Damn druids.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
We already talked to that fellow.
I'm just sad and bored. What a grin.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
We'll take a ball.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
I don't know, I think you'd probably do better marching than running.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! Your cheeks aren't nearly ruddy enough, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Let her fuss over you.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil.
Fair enough.
But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Tell her. But if she pulls out a pot of oil, run.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
I've got a mind flayer parasite in my head.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
I doubt a simple potion will suffice. This problem calls for strong magic.
Petal, the things I've collected would blow your pretty little mind. Bracelets that hold the power of 10 men, mirrors that captured the soul. I'll be heading home soon. Here, let me mark it on your map, just in case. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
No harm. I mean, what harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Yeah, I'll be buying your potion. Never have enough of those, right?
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
You too. She was exceedingly pleasant. Well, maybe now that Lae'zel's not with us, she won't cower.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, speaking of goblins...
I've got food, water, my dagger. I can pack or talk, and right now I'm packing.
Really pretty hair. No, maybe I could try to lighten the mood around here.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Alright, I think that's enough for now.
Feels like we're all waiting to die.
I mean, that's life, isn't it?
Where are my boots?
Hopefully on your feet.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!
I told you I'm going to. Hold your horses.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word.
Who is this absolute?
We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Follow me, I'll keep you safe.
Happily. Lead the way.
Yeah, follow me, I'll keep you safe, I said. Alright.
Defender of the people.
What are you doing, Goblin?
I've got a long road ahead. Should mind my step.
Feels like we're all waiting to die.
Step, swing, parry, swing. Excellent.
Your rescue attempt has been noticed.
Ow!
Choose your next move carefully.
Quiet. She's going to help me destroy her camp. Her old camp.
You're persuasive enough. You and the goblin are free to go.
Have a lot on my mind.
Apparently that was Gale for some reason.
Well, in it. Very well.
Is she not still invisible? She's not. Okay. Wonder why the invisibility wore off already.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to Arn.
Strange things are happening to us. Festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Thought I was never gonna get out of there. Good to be free again, gotta say.
Alright, gratitude doesn't help me. Tell me about that priestess.
I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
Ever onward.
Let's find this devil of yours, Will. Earth.
Things have stayed interesting. Need to find a way forward.
This way, maybe? Up that. Oh, this is where we encountered that one fellow.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
What's that? Not a chance I'll fit it there.
Oh, there's a doggy.
You're an impressive fighter, Gay.
Oh. Reach out to pet him. Oh yeah, I'll do the animal handling.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse.
We'll take a closer
Around
look at
his
him.
neck is a collar etched with a name. Scratch.
Alright, Scratch.
With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
I'll pet it.
The dog whimpers nervously, as if to urge you on.
Come on, Scratch, follow me.
The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move.
I'll hold out my hand so he can follow my scent account.
The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
berry bush. Rogue some more souls.
I saw you training those children. You're so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
We're back over here again. Okay then. I know we're heading in the exact opposite direction that we want to be going. Great. Be a path up that way.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
Would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Maybe through here.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Then why don't you get rid of her?
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
What's it worth to you?
To get these people to Baldur's Gate? Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Anything down here? Oh wait, what's this?
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Not with that attitude. Fight and win.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Sure, it's a bet.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die.
That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. but I just figured he couldn't spell.
Like we're gonna have to find another pass. Oh. There's that dead fellow again. More berry bushes.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
I know you. You're the monster the Blade of Frontiers is hunting.
Gods. Is he still on my tail? I'm embarrassed for him.
He's right here with us.
You with the so-called Paladins of Tyr? Or straight from the Grand High Devil herself?
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
Nothing but. But maybe you don't need to be one of them. You're no bounty hunter. I saw you before, on the Mind Flayer's ship.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
It's the tadpole in our heads. It connects us.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are...
Karlach, I met someone named Will who was hunting you. He said you were a devil.
Thought I'd lost the Blade of Frontiers on the Mind Flayer ship. Well, if it isn't obvious by now, he's wrong about me. I'll prove it to him if he stops swinging that sword around long enough to listen to sense.
He's like right
Now that
here.
we're old pals. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the Archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Why should I do your dirty work?
Dirty work's the only kind I like. But there are a lot of them, and just the one of me. I'll take point, and you flank them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Oh. You could trade places with Will.
Let's hop.
Where are the rest of my friends? Oh, and you get to level. I guess we'll go with Wildheart. Let's see. with Wolfheart. Sounds interesting. You don't need any piercings, that's fine. Hale, come join us. Oh my god, you're way back there?
Step by step. Forthwith.
What even are you, Shadow? Well, Gale's currently finding his way to us. One of our ravens is way over there.
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
I know, I just needed us all together. Sorry.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast.
Right. Don't worry, we'll go after them.
Good news. Can't wait to see them finished.
Alright, I just needed to group together, and this was the easiest way to accomplish that.
Have to keep going.
And yet, one of us is still missing. Okay. Not the direction I intend. Also not the direction I intend.
Flowers, leaves, grass. Can't beat it.
I was raised in the city. I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
That stone dead.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like.
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
We shouldn't be hanging around.
Give it a rest. Time.
Maybe you do. I told them to run, the idiots. You better turn north here, or you'll end up like them.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove.
Thought you were busy leading your crew.
Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons.
What was the contract?
The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Let's say I want that gold. Where would I find the relic?
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
I hear the Druid's leader went with you.
As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't.
Hand over the contract, maybe I'll get the relic.
I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
If there's a better pass through here.
Nothing like a brisk.
Well, well, boys. Looks like we got ourselves a trespasser. Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
And down now. Oh, this is addicting.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, sir.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
Good. Everyone wants to talk.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others. Huh.
Don't
Authority.
get too excited. Influence comes at a cost. And until we know what that cost is, the only reasonable approach is a cautious one.
It could be a good thing, though, right? The only way we'll find out is by trying it out.
Such powers of manipulation could be useful, and if it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better.
We're already infected. At least now we might gain something from it.
Well played. Oh, you just all wanted to have that conversation. Got it.
Looks like this town was ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
And cruelly, too.
Must have been an awful day for the people who lived here.
If nothing else. I hope it was a mercifully short one.
Let's try heading northward. Get to those paladin.
The whole village is falling to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house proud as occupiers go.
Wouldn't blame the gobs. Place looks like it's been abandoned a good while. But hey, maybe we can scare up a few dusty bottles of wine somewheres.
I like your way of thinking. Split any takings we found?
We've got a deal.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Pleasure. I'm Rios Chillax.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
Nice decor.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
And what makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
And what makes you think I need saving?
Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
I'll need to think this over.
Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope.
That's what separates us from the devils, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay. And to see what's next for Rios and the gang, tune into the next episode of Baldur's Gate 3, The Misadventures of Rios Chillax, starring yours truly, some guy you've never heard of, that's Rios Chilla.